Hey everyone, so this is my kind of peacock inspired look. I know there's a few peacocky kind of inspired looks going around YouTube at the moment because of the collection that's coming out with MAC. It's out in the States I believe already, but I don't think it's out here in Ireland yet, or it's not out here in Ireland yet, but I absolutely adore peacock feathers, and that's one of the reasons I like this collection and the colour scheme and stuff like that. I mean, I collect peacock feathers, or I've had them for years. My neighbour at home used to have peacocks, but they had to get rid of it because they were pecking the kids. But yeah, so it's more artistic definitely. It's obviously not very wearable. It's a bit more theatrical, I suppose, extreme, but it's just a bit of fun. And to be honest, it was literally just because I wanted to play around with my new-ish 120 palette, one of the palettes that BH Cosmetics sent me. So it's the #1 palette that I used for this, and they are actually quite kind of peacocky type colours in it. I didn't use any eyelashes in the look either because I didn't really have any suitable. I think, just quickly before you kind of watch the tutorial, I think if you did have eyelashes, you know those kind of more artistic ones that just have this long kind of feathery thing coming out the side, that would look really, really nice with this, but I didn't have anything like that, and I didn't want to use any eyelashes that would like cover up the colour of my eyelids. But either way, anyhow, I hope you like this, guys, and yeah, watch on. Okay, so I've already finished this eye, just so it would be kind of quicker for me to do the other eye for you, and to kind of work out what I was doing in the first place. So that's what we're going for. So first step for the makeup look was to get a primer. I'm using the BH Cosmetics primer. It's for eyes and lips, but I really love how it works, especially on the eyes. I have used it on the lips. It works pretty okay, but it's a little bit drying, but I think a lot of primers tend to be. Next step, I want to get the top, the line, I want to make it even on this side. So what I did for that is just get a white kohl pencil. This is Fascinating by MAC. And then I just traced in a line that follows the bottom, say, direction of my lower lid. So just as if that line was to extend up, and that's how I measure out my lines. Okay, so while we're doing the eye, what you could do if you want at this stage is get some sellotape or just sticky tape and stick it onto the corner of your eye so that it'll roughly cover everything below this white line that I just did. Now, I personally don't like using anything sticky on my face, just due to it being a little bit sensitive, so especially around my eye area. So I actually just use a napkin or tissue folded, and I can just hold that at the side of my eye while I'm applying my shadows or my colours, and it does the exact same thing so that I don't get any product below that line. So the first colour I'm using on my eye is this RCMA, it's like a grease paint, and it's called Midnight Green. So I'm actually just going to use my finger for the first initial lay down. I'll use a brush when I get closer to the line. Then when I get to the outer corner, I'm going to lay down my napkin. And then just apply the cream. So you can extend it over the napkin so it doesn't matter. Just like that, and you can see it doesn't actually go below that line. You can get a blending brush then and just blend around the edge of all of that. Next, get a soft kohl pencil. This is Smolder from MAC. I'm just going to line my upper inner waterline. And I'm going to line, it's not even just lining, I'm going to fill in the area above my top lashes. You can be as messy as you want, because I'm going to be blending it out in a sec. And just bring it down as close to that line as possible. So just something like that. Back up here, obviously if you have the tape on, you won't have to be going back and forth. So, like I said, many people do prefer the tape, but anyhow, just apply that back there and blend it out. So this one, it only really needs to be there when I'm doing that outer corner. So when I've that much done, I'm going to go into my first eyeshadow colour, and it's in this palette. And I'm just going to apply a frosty white underneath my brow bone, or underneath my brow arch rather. Next I'm going to go into this kind of turquoisey blue colour. I'm going to pick that up on a medium-sized shader brush, and I'm pressing that onto the centre of my eyelid. These come out so vibrant over a dark base. I'd always advise using them over a dark base if you want a really nice intense colour. But the payoff of these are really good anyhow. So just about that much. Back into the palette, and I'm going to pick up this minty greeny type colour, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner and blend it into the blue. And bring this up a little bit as well, because you can see it goes up a little bit further in here in the inner corner. Next I'm going to apply a matte black to the outer corner here. So I'm going to put my napkin back in place and brush the black over a little bit onto the blue. A little bit above the crease. Next, get a blending brush and put your napkin back in place if you're using it, and blend that edge. And you can extend the black over a little bit, but you really only need the napkin when you're doing the edge part. So I'm going to kind of work on that, and then I can remove my napkin. Again, like I showed before in my blending eyeshadows video, you can go into some face powder. It's my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural on the tip of my blending brush, and you can use that to blend out the edge. Go back into some more black. Apply a bit more of that. Next I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that minty green that I used on the inner corner, and I'm going to use that just to blend out the very edge of the black and bring it in to meet where it is on the inner corner. Once I've that much done, I want to just trace out this lower line to make the entire kind of triangle shape. So what I did for that was pretty much the same thing, but follow my top lash line and just extend that down. I mean, don't kill yourselves if they're not perfectly equal, but I mean, obviously the more symmetrical it is, the more, just the better it's going to look, but it's, as long as it's roughly the same, it's okay. Okay, so when I've that much done, I'm actually going to fill in this triangle with the white pencil I'm using. It is important to use a very, very soft white pencil. It needs to be able to blend out. And then you can either use your finger or a clean brush and then just blend out the edge. Your finger is perfectly fine. In fact, it could even work better, as the heat of your, your hands, your fingers will help to blend out the pencil a bit better. I just have freezing hands, so I don't want to use my fingers. And then from my palette again, I'm going to use this gorgeous bright kind of lemon yellow colour, and I'm picking it up on a really teeny tiny brush. This is my NYX smudge brush, so it's like a super small version of a normal shader brush, and I'm just gonna press that on over the white and take care to stay within the white. Okay, next for my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with my black kohl pencil, and just fill in that waterline. Get my grease paint, this really dark, like peacocky green. Apply that underneath my lower lashes. Because synthetic brushes have stiff tips, I can actually just draw a line underneath that yellow line. So once I have that much on, I'm going to go back in and use the first blue colour I used and apply that just underneath the centre of my eyelid. So I'm mirroring the top colour. Going with the mint green. And then use that small brush again, just so you can be more precise. Wipe it off so there's none of the yellow left. And apply your matte black into the outer corner. Blend it in with the blue. Next, get a clean blending brush, something small if possible. And just blend out that edge. And just check back that it matches both sides. You can always add a little bit more colour if necessary. Okay, for the inner corner I'm going to go back in with that yellow colour, and I have it on the tip of my smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to apply that in here to the inner tear duct area. First of all, just dab it in place and then blend it lightly into the green. And it actually creates like a secondary green colour. Thanks to the transition, so it works really pretty. And then I just wipe off my brush and then blend out the edge. Because I didn't want to take away from any of the colour above the eye, I'm not actually applying any black liner directly above my lash line. You can if you want, I just chose not to. So I'm just going to apply black liner like I did here, just to define the edge of the triangle. You can see this yellow came out a bit brighter than this side because I was just working out the colour or the look when I was doing this eye. So I think I let the white pencil dry a little bit too much before I applied the yellow. So it's up to yourselves how intense you want it to look. This is applying the yellow straight after pretty much I applied the white. So that's just the difference there. So it's just my Black Track Fluid Line by MAC, and my favourite, this is just a paintbrush like I always use. It's my Daler-Rowney Round number 0 paintbrush. So next, apply your mascara. I'm just going to use my Rimmel Sexy Curves. And then to fill in the triangle area, I use these little, they're like eye gems or skin gems from Claire's Accessories. I'm just going to apply them now to the corner like I did here. Okay, so the light's like fading fast, but I finished the look for you, and all I did was, I didn't apply foundation as such because I'm going to be taking it off now, but I just applied concealer and powder, and then I just contoured a little bit on the face, and then I used kind of brownie colours for the lips. So the lip liner I used is Oak by MAC, so you can see there at the back it's like a brownie colour, and then this one is called To Pamper. It's a luster. It was from one of the recent collections. And then to kind of show off the kind of golden tones in the peacock leaves, I just patted some gold eyeshadow over the centre of the lips. And of course you'd want to do your hair and stuff properly to go along with this if you were to wear it out, you know, to a fancy dress or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Hope you liked it, guys, and I'll talk to you soon for another video. Slán.